My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Sagittarius. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, 5-card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 12 red roses as a token of my love and appreciation for your love, support, and devotion towards my channel. I love you guys incredibly and want to thank you all so much for joining me today. So, for today's general love reading, sorry about that, I should probably be feeding soon. The first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, fourth, the past, fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw Vampire Oracle for you, and then a Favoli, and then one card from the Tarot Interdit Vampiria. But let's get started with card number 1, which is for you. 7 of Pentacles. Okay, I'm kind of getting, hesitation city for my beautiful Sagittarians in this world. Okay. Well, especially for the ones who are in a current relationship, you could perhaps have the feeling of buyer's remorse in the sense where you pretty much regret actually being with who you are currently with. And maybe that's what's kind of enhancing your feeling of thinking, actually, there is definitely hesitation involved, and of course 100% your prerogative, and I would actually advise you to make the best choices on how you could try to either ease it or try to get out of the situation or whatever it is that you pretty much crave, wish, and need in any kind of situation regarding your own life choice and course of action for that matter. For the ones who are single, maybe you just only have hesitation about even meeting new people or having, this need to want to be with other people or courtship or dating, marriages and stuff like that, because maybe, you do have a lot of suitors out in this world, but yet something is just pretty much just holding you back with hesitancy. But yeah, either way, take it how it resonates. It is a general reading. You could have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo placements, or maybe you could currently be with the Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo for that matter. I mean, I normally think of them as the fire and logs, which is a harmonious setting, but maybe it's not harmonious for you in any way. The other person, Ace of Wands, a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What I'm kind of getting here is, this person probably wants to be with you. Maybe this is their just dream come true, is that they pretty much need to be with you. And you're just kind of a bit hesitant thinking, okay, enough. It's like I already, I told you before, I like you, but I don't want to take it further and stuff like that. But this person is just going to put in a lot of energy just to try to be with you. And you're just saying, no, leave me alone. I'm happy with, our current friendship or our current state where we are in and stuff like that. I don't want to go any further, but this person is probably going to be as, demanding and adamant just to try to get close to you. But it could also be that in a single position where you are incredibly hesitant, but yet you still have this need and desire to put time and effort into finding any form of love, true love, romance, companionship, partnership, whatever it is, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, either way how it resonates. But I still see this need and desire within you because, a lot of humans, they probably have been through a lot of painful events that, cause them to lack faith and any interest in things, but yet, their heart is pretty much focused on thinking, but it's still out there, please don't give up. Eventually you might find that Mr. or Mrs. Right in our future, right? So, because the relationship, High Priestess. Now, this is a very interesting card because the High Priestess is a very strong and powerful upper book of knowledge individual. Because if you're in a single position and there's hesitancy, this upper book of knowledge individual has so much past experiences, and maybe that's why you were already put in a hesitant position, because maybe you've never really experienced true love, and maybe anything regarding romance, love, courtship, Harlequin romance for that matter, is pretty much just thinking, what, that's just all a bunch of fake and all a bunch of Hallmark commercial stuff that I'm just not going to fall for. And technically, it's like, even though I still wish for it, I want to have it, but yet I realize that my realistic thinking is more or less holding me back, because in the upper book of knowledge is pretty much just saying, nope, remember all of those past events that took place? There was a reason, it happened, and that's why you are hesitant. So remember that. Focus on your own endeavors, goals, and ambitions and stuff like that. Or you could currently be in a long-lasting committed relationship with a fellow fire sign or a water sign, or maybe somebody who has both elements in their star chart in other ways. However, it could also be where, you are in a long-lasting committed relationship because of your upper book of knowledge, where you pretty much learn from your past mistakes, and now you can pretty much improve the mistakes to create this harmonious, beautiful connection for the future as well. Because in the past, Ace of Cups, this is where it all starts. Ace of Cups, new beginning. So the thing was, this, hypothetically, if you've already had your heart broken, been down the courtship phase, you've been down the dating phase, you pretty much just, will put a lot of effort into it, and you pretty much just thought, okay, I'll try this person, man, woman, whoever it is that you were currently in the past with and stuff like that, but then you realize, you know what, it's actually not working out for me and stuff like that. So if this was a past individual, it could have been a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for that matter, you are in hesitation city because, something, regarding, your senses and intuition from the High Priestess is kicking into full gear because, there is a reason why there is hesitancy where you think, well, I don't know if I want to proceed, with this relationship any longer, or maybe you want to try to see how you can get out of it as well. But if you're in a long-lasting committed relationship, this is where it already started, and you used your past experiences to try to improve it and stuff. Because in the future, you get King of Swords. Now, this is about, having this really good analytical, logical thinking about thinking, okay, how can we improve the future? It could be you, waiting for the time is right as well. Because, it's like you still have this Ace of Wands of wanting to see something happen in your favor and stuff like that. But either way, you are incredibly determined, you're motivated, and you're pretty much going to put a lot of time and effort regarding the sword on guiding you towards the future, on wherever it may take you. If you feel hesitant about something, you might really want to look into why you feel hesitant. Of course, everything starts off with new love and abundance for that matter, but always let your senses and intuition and your past experiences guide you, because even though this person may seem like a real total wish fulfillment in other ways, even though it isn't particular the star wish fulfillment, there is a reason why there was already hesitancy between you and the other person as well. And in the future, you're probably going to be doing a lot of pondering and thinking, strategizing, analyzing the whole process, to take you wherever you want to go. Now, if you want to break up or divorce, 100% your prerogative, no judgment ever coming from me. But if you want to try to see if you can improve it, that's what I also see you doing as well, by having this incredible determination to say this is where we're going to be heading towards and stuff like that. Fantastic, because Oracle wants to say burnt by the sun, ambition, extension, and reach. Now, this person could try to be extending and reaching out to you, or maybe you're going to be extending and reaching out to this person because of your hesitancy, and maybe you just think, well, let's talk about this for a moment because, in my current state, I really kind of feel like we need to make some changes regarding this relationship or love interest or whatever it is that you're currently in and stuff like that. So you're going to be using the Ace of Wands, or you're going to be talking about any potential, like changes, or maybe this extension as reach is going to lead you to divorce or breakup in other ways. But either way, you're pretty much planning something, and you're going to be actually taking action in the future, and depending on which direction, 100% your own prerogative, no judgment ever coming from me. So choose any path that you will find will work out best for you. Because Favole wants to continue on with the Four of Swords. Yes, the Four of Swords is in need of rest. So what I actually see you doing is you're going to be resting up. Maybe you're going to be divorcing and breaking up with somebody, and that's going to take a lot of energy out of you, where you're going to be in need of rest in the future. 100% do anything it takes, because rest is crucial for any kind of healing and for health reasons on so many levels. But the Four of Swords is also about thinking, okay, it's like, let's try to make the best out of the situation. Maybe you're going to sleep over it, or we'll sleep on it, whatever the phrase is called, just to, we'll make sure, you have an excellent plan, because with any kind of rest, you need to have rest so you can think clearly, so you can act clearly and stuff like that. So, but either way, I'll take it how this reading resonates, because I want to finish off with the Tarot Interdit Imperia. Cavalier d'Argent. Okay. So what I actually see you doing, and this is kind of like the King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles is going to be in a really strong, abundant, very resourceful, very confident, grounded, realistic, mindset regarding this whole future, prospects. You could end up, in a very beautiful potential outcome and stuff like that. Or maybe if you wish to divorce or break up from this person, whoever it is, you're going to be in a nice, beautiful, fulfilled, confident position, and you pretty much don't have to be dealing with any more unnecessary drama. And maybe you get to just we'll keep all the money to yourself, 100% take it how it resonates and stuff like that, because I do see you thinking clearly about the future, and you're going to be, making some changes and stuff like that, because there is something that really needs to change, regarding this hesitancy of yours on so many levels. Well, okay, well, sad but true, I'm going to have to leave it at this for now, but if this reading resonated for you, please feel free to join and subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going back to general readings, but it's going to be in the form of a different setting. So I wonder what you guys think about my upcoming altar and stuff like that. So that's pretty much an exciting, kind of little adventure I'm going to be heading down towards with my human familiar. But anyway, I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I love you guys incredibly. I want to wish you all the best on where this journey may take you. Please take good care of yourself by resting up, because rest is important for healing, recovering, and for health reasons. And so you could actually be active and practically, energetic when you wake up on so many levels. But anyway, again, thank you so much for joining me. If you want a personal reading from me, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, post in a little discussion box below that you want a personal reading from me, and I'll respond to you with my email. But other than that, I love you guys and want to wish you all the best. And again, take good care of yourself.